What's going on, everybody? Ballard here. Good morning on Saturday, April 3rd. Figured I'd just do a small morning stream or whatever, read some comments, and just kind of hang out. I don't know. It's after Good Friday, the day before Easter, though. Um, so give me just 1 second here. Let's see. Hey, what's up, Neo? What's going on, man? Take this outside. Got a lot of birds this morning, man. We always get these birds out here. But so what's going on, Neo? How you doing? Yeah, I'm doing great, man. I'm doing really good. I had went to this Good Friday service last night, and very interesting. But yeah, I'm doing good, man. I hope you're doing well as well.
Okay. Roll down Tide.
But yeah, I guess we got Bama's spring game coming up here in a few weeks. I guess spring games pretty much start next Saturday on the 10th, and then I guess pretty much go until the end of the last Saturday. So like for the next 2 or 3 weeks we got spring games. Look forward to Alabama's on the 17th. So that's 2 weeks. And I guess if I'm looking for anything, I'm looking to see how the quarterbacks pan out with Tyson and of course Bryce Young, but I'm curious to see how the receivers and the running backs step up. Brian Robinson, Mechie's going to step up because I know we lost Devontae and Waddle. So I guess that's something to look forward to, look at, and keep an eye on, I guess. 1 second. I know I was watching last night the UConn Arizona game. Man, that was out of nowhere too. UConn's been a heck of a team, and Arizona pulled the upset. You know, they pulled away and just played really good defense against UConn. And I'll tell you what, that Paige, what's her name, Paige Beckers, is a freshman, and she plays really well. I mean, got to give her a lot of credit. The whole team plays well anyway, but and of course we have the men's Final Four tonight. Houston and Baylor, and then UCLA Gonzaga for the men's Final Four. Gonzaga's a 14-point favorite. Baylor's a 5-point favorite over Houston. UCLA's on a good run though, but I still I still think that it's Gonzaga and everybody else. They're the team to beat. They just have too many scores. And even though UCLA, one of the things they did to win against a team like Alabama, who has had some of the best scorers. What's up, Webster? I'm outside right now at my grandparents'. Bama has had some of the best scores this season. And for UCLA to upset them in overtime like that was incredible. I didn't realize UCLA was going to be this good this year. I don't think anybody expected that. They play really good defense. They play good on offense too, but their defense especially, is Gonzaga going to be too much? I think so. And I agree. Neo says he thinks Gonzaga is going to win it all. I think so too. I think it'll end up being Gonzaga and Baylor. I think it could be down to the wire in the championship because Baylor plays great offense too. They both Baylor and Gonzaga are the two most complete basketball teams I think this year. They play good defense, but mostly good offense, and that could come down to the wire. But we'll see. What is this notification here? First look, Arizona and Stanford ahead of the first ever All Pac-12 women's title game. So 2 Pac-12 teams in the women's title game, Arizona and Stanford. I think Stanford's the team to beat. I think that'll be huge. Hey, Dominic, how you doing, man? But yeah, man, I knew this was gonna be a year of like the favorites in basketball. Or I didn't even know. I thought it was gonna be a year of the favorites. But unfortunately that's not the case here. We got UCLA's an 11 seed. And of course you got Baylor and Gonzaga 1 seeds. Then you got Houston, who's like a 2 or 3 seed. So I guess it is a year of the favorites because you got 2 1 seeds, you got a 2 seed, but then UCLA is an 11 seed. So yeah, I mean it was kind of a hands-on type of year, and for the favorites to make it and make a good run. But at the same time, it's like there's just that one team in UCLA that came out of nowhere. Wizards play Mavericks today, round 7. That'll be a good game. Good luck. Mavericks are good, man. I like the Luka. Special shout out to Tennessee.
What do I pay you for? Come on, son.
Hey Dominic, what were your thoughts on that UConn game last night? How about that upset? Came out of nowhere too, man. I mean, it was man, what was that score? Hold on. It was Arizona 69-59. It was a 10-point game. It wasn't even that close. I mean, 10 points is close, but I mean, I didn't think Arizona had that much defense in them, honestly. But those girls played good, and got to give them a lot of credit.
Wait for it.
Dang it. I accidentally hit that one. I didn't mean to play that stinger. But we got I guess spring practices are underway, and Alabama's got their spring game coming up. We got quite a few spring games around the corner. I think starting next weekend on like the 10th. Doesn't Clemson have theirs or something? I don't know. Hold on. Oh, Clemson's got their spring game today. Oh, that's right. I remember hearing Pigskin Pete say the other day. I think he was going. They got theirs today at 1 o'clock Eastern time. I might check that out. So random words. What's going on, man? Or woman? I don't know. Okay. If y'all want to come in, you can. Just kind of hanging out today. Not really a whole lot. I mean, looking forward to Bama's spring game and everything. We got Clemson's, I think, today or whatever. And I mean, it's time to get back to college football. And you know, once April hits and all the spring games are played, that's when the true off season starts and kicks in. I think because you get all the practices, you get all the. I mean, you'll have media days this summer, and all that good stuff. So. But I won't be on here too long. Um, just kind of wanted to hang out and talk for a bit, I guess. You know, probably gonna go out eat dinner tonight. Probably get some crab legs. I don't know. I think we're going to some seafood place, something. But we'll see what happens with it. And yeah. AJ McCarron, quarterback for the Houston Texans. You got to think with this whole Deshaun Watson thing, he's pretty much the next man up, right? He's got to be starting next year. I'm just reading this off Facebook here. He's going to be holding a football camp in Mobile, Alabama, July 10th. That's interesting to see. What's up, Webster?
Happy Holy Saturday to you, Ballard.
Yes, sir.
I'd just like to say to the coward, lying bastard troll Jeff Webster that's in the comment section, who was
is that a troll?
Oh yeah, he was trolling in your stream yesterday, and got Dominic, who screams and yells in the microphone.
Yeah.
Got the idiot Dominic all worked up. That is not the real Jeff Webster.
Okay.
You're listening to the real one. It's a cowardly troll who doesn't have the balls to but oh well, that's okay. I understand. It's penis and intellectual envy is what it is. So
yeah, I got you.
I
just now realized too that it's two different pictures on the Jeff Webster profiles, yours and that troll. I'm just not realizing that.
Yeah, he's tried to copy it. He's tried to copy it, but he can't.
Yeah.
And come Monday, once Easter is over, I'll be switching my avatar to one that he will not have. He will not be able to copy. and so everyone will know who the real Jeff Webster is when they see the new avatar.
Yeah.
So just to let everybody know, all the little smart ass comments that were made yesterday, that was not me.
Yeah, we got you. That's cool.
So Ballard, BBD's got a pretty funny video on his channel right now. He's kind of, you'll have to watch it for yourself. He
Which,
just posted it since you've been live, but
okay.
it's basically he's talking to himself. He's edited it to where he's on the left side and the right side of the screen, and he's a patient
Having a
at a
conversation.
psychiatrist
Yeah.
looking for mental help because Alabama beats Tennessee and everything. And I just thought I would share with you that Tennessee was beating Alabama 4-0 in baseball yesterday, but then the Tide came in and we won 7-4.
Yeah.
It's good. It's good. It's good to be a Bama fan.
Oh yeah, man. And even though we didn't make it as far as we wanted to this year in basketball, great season still. We can't hang our heads.
Well, you have to understand that an idiot like Uncle Lou, he doesn't understand that the greatness of seasons is based on the expectations of the school. I tried to say this the other night in the stream. Iowa State went 9-3. Okay, and the entire history of you could make a case that they're a bottom 5 nationwide in the history of college football. I mean, it doesn't get historically more pathetic than Iowa State. They've never won 10 games in a season, but they went 9-3 last year. They beat Texas 3 of the last 5 times. They beat Oklahoma twice, almost beat them 4 times in the past 4 times they played. And then they won the Fiesta Bowl. Yeah. So that was not a great season. That was a stupendous, historical, all-time, cosmic, universal best. Okay? If Bama goes 9-3, if Georgia goes 9-3, if Ohio State goes 9-3, those are still good seasons, but they're not great seasons. If
right.
Alabama's basketball. Yeah. That's what I would have told Lou. What I would have told Lou is, look, Lou, Alabama basketball never makes the Sweet 16.
Never. The furthest they've made it, though, in history, I think, is an Elite Eight. So they've made it, but not on a regular basis.
Yeah, they made the Sweet 16 when I was there under Wimp Sanderson one time.
Right.
Okay. So that's a great, and they won the SEC regular season and the SEC tournament. By the standards of the Alabama's men's basketball program, that's a great season. Okay. If the Georgia basketball team had gotten to the Sweet 16, I would have said they had a great season.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I think any team now, you have your Gonzagas, your Baylors, who are Final Four type teams or bust. But for any SEC team outside of maybe Auburn or Kentucky, hate to bring up Auburn, but they're still good. You got to give them credit. Not this season, though. Any other team like that, though, is like you make anywhere in the tournament, it's a good season.
Right.
It's really good.
Yeah, because, and Lou's like, well, did 16 teams have a great season? No. You know who didn't have a great season? Duke. Okay. Duke is so good and historically has been so good for so long that Duke pretty much has to make the Elite Eight or the Final Four because that's the standard of Duke basketball.
Kentucky as well. Kentucky's another blue blood that had a terrible season in their standards.
Yeah. It's just, do we expect something different from the UConn women's basketball team than we do from the UConn men's swimming team? Yeah.
They're literally not the same, and they're not. I really honestly don't have a clue about any university swimming team because I don't care enough to keep up, but I'm sure it's
Right,
not like the
I'm saying
basketball.
be different at every school. You
Right.
know, I grew up in Illinois. I guarantee you there are thousands and thousands of die-hard, dedicated, live and die with the team, Fighting Illini basketball
Yep.
fans who
I
could,
know one that's on my channel is Rylan White. I'm not sure if you've
yeah,
seen him in the comments.
yeah,
I've
and
actually done a stream or
they
two with him
couldn't,
lately.
couldn't name 5 players on the football team.
Right,
You
because
know,
Illini is a basketball. It's basketball program, and there's nothing wrong with that. But there's just certain teams that are good in one sport and suck in all the other ones, right?
yeah,
Bama this year, though, Bama dominated almost every sport. Even in baseball, they're looking good. Gymnastics, all over, man.
they're
They're
looking
looking
good in
great.
softball. They're looking good in women's track. Yeah,
Mhm.
they're having an all around, a very, very fine year. Okay.
Yeah.
I would say to the Georgia fans, you're nuts if you don't think that Georgia's football team means more to people who say, well, I root for Georgia than Georgia's women's golf team.
Right.
You know, it's you know, the Georgia women's gymnastics team is historically an outstanding program.
I didn't even know that, but that's very
Oh,
interesting.
historically, Georgia's women's gymnastics team is very good. Okay. But the average Georgia fan is a Georgia fan because of Georgia football.
Uh-huh.
And if the Georgia basketball team suddenly becomes good, if the Georgia baseball team suddenly goes to Omaha, whatever,
Right.
going to be upset because all of a sudden Georgia fans are talking about their baseball team? No, they root for the school.
Right.
Obviously, you're going to care for one sport more than the other, but I'm not going to say, well, you're somehow an idiot because I've never heard you talk about the Georgia baseball team, and now that they're good, you're talking about them. Instead, I would say, hey, you guys are having a great year. You
Oh,
should
yeah,
be,
for sure, man.
you should be excited.
Yeah. Georgia Gymnastics produces Olympian gold medal win. I've seen that,
Yeah,
Hufferbilly. They're
yeah,
great.
right, yeah, yeah. But if that's just, and and I shouldn't, that's just Lou. I mean, that's like
Mhm.
how we said, that's Lou's stick. I mean, and it's okay that Lou hates Alabama. That's okay. In fact, I want him to hate Alabama.
Jealousy gets you sometimes, man. I mean, I don't know what to say.
That's, I like it that people hate Alabama.
Right. Because it just shows you how good of a program we have.
Yeah, it's good to be hated. I mean,
Yeah.
uh, think about this. Think about this. How many people in the United States do you think spend their time hating Colorado State if they're not a Colorado fan?
I can't think of anybody.
Yeah. Probably
Exactly.
very
Yeah.
few.
Right.
You know, uh, who hates Washington State? Well, Washington fans, and
Husky
maybe
fans. Yep.
somebody else, and maybe Oregon or something like that. But you
Yeah.
can go anywhere in the country and find people that hate Alabama, and to
Oh,
that
yeah.
I say, roll Tide.
Yep. Deal with it.
Yep, go
That's
ahead.
all I'm going to say.
And when we stumble, which is gonna happen,
Yeah.
go ahead and have your fun, laugh at us, rub our noses in it. That's just fine, because all we got to do is go to Tuscaloosa and walk into the Bryant building and
Yep.
walk by 18 trophies.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah. So are we going to go? Yeah. Now there's not 75 trophies in there. Alabama doesn't win
Right.
it every year,
Yeah.
and that's
See,
fine.
that's the thing, too, is people say, oh, Bama never loses. They don't know what it's like to lose. Outside of last year, Jeff, the only other undefeated champion team we ever had was 09. All the other ones, we have lost a game. We use it as motivation, and it helps us push forward to a championship. But these people that say Bama doesn't lose ever, stop it.
Yeah, I can't see, so I don't know who all's in here. I think Huffer Billy.
Paul. That's it for right now.
Just in case somebody's listening that doesn't know this, I started at Alabama in the fall of '84 and spring of '89.
Yeah.
Okay. We didn't win any championships when I was an Alabama student.
Mm-hmm.
I remember going from being in the 7th grade, and after we won it in '78 and '79, all the way up until '92 before we won it again. 13 years. And I was an Alabama fan, and I had to hear, and then an Alabama student, and I had to hear, you guys suck. And then after '92, they didn't do anything. They didn't win another national championship until 2009.
Right. There was the drought. It was like 17 years.
17 years. And in the late 2000s, under Mike DuBose. And I had to hear, oh man, you guys went 7-5. Alabama 7-5. Ha ha ha! So much for the great Alabama.
Yeah.
Little thing, it happens. But guess what? We've bounced back, and we got lots of gold now. Okay. Yep. Somebody else. Clemson's had a nice run. They've got some natties.
Yep.
Georgia has been. They don't have any natties, but they have been strong and deserve credit.
They have some experience. They can come close, and they can show that they can compete.
Yeah, and they deserve credit for what they've done. LSU and Florida and Tennessee, they've had their little runs.
Yep.
I mean, LSU's got 3 championships in this century.
Yeah, they have one back in the 50s.
LSU's got 3.
They got 4 overall. Don't they have one in like the 50s or something?
Yeah.
And they got the one Saban's got. Les Miles got one, and Coach O got one.
Right. So, and there'll be somebody else. Nobody's going to do what Saban's done. That's just not. Nobody's going to win 6 out of 12. In fact, it's mathematically stupid that Saban's even from a pure mathematical point, it's ridiculous. But there'll be somebody next. Maybe it'll be Texas. Maybe it'll be USC. We had a stretch in the '90s and the 2000s where you had Ohio State be strong, where Miami was strong, where Florida State had a stretch where they were really strong. They were like in the top 5 like 7 or 8 years in a row.
I got you.
Florida, Tennessee. People are going to have their runs, So are they hating on us now? Well, that's what happens.
Didn't Florida win back-to-back with Urban Meyer? Wasn't it 06 and 07? Or wait, it was I think 7 and 8, I think, something like that.
Yeah, with Tebow, 6 and 8. Chris Leak and then Tim Tebow.
Okay. Yeah. 2 out of 3.
Yeah.
That's a good run.
Yeah, and who do I want to win this year? Alabama.
Yeah.
Would I be happy if anybody else wins it? No.
We'll suck it up.
Would I say it's great for their fans that blank won it this year? Yeah. I mean, it was great for the LSU fans that they won it in 2019. Okay.
Right.
I hate LSU. I hate everything about them.
Yeah.
But and I most especially hate their fans, who I think are the worst in the country. But I can understand, as a fan of a team, why they would have been excited. They won a national championship.
Yeah.
If Georgia were to win it this year, I would vomit. I would be sick. It would be like somebody ran over my dog.
I'd applaud them a bit. I mean, only because
But for the Georgia fans,
Yeah.
you tip your cap, you know?
Much respect to Lou, Chess, and all of them.
Yeah, you guys got one. Good for you.
Yeah. About
know?
time.
And if you do, the only thing I can say to that is if you do get one, I hope it's not at our expense.
Right. That's what I'm saying, because on one hand, you know, if they win it this year, if it's Georgia, they have to either win the SEC or you run the table, go undefeated, have only one loss to Alabama. Let's say you get in and someone messes us up and moves on and plays Georgia for the title.
Right.
Then it's like, okay.
Yeah. Yeah,
Hey, Jeff, I got to step out, man. I got to end the stream. I got some stuff to take care of. Thanks for joining.
Oh, hey, man, let me get out of here. And to everybody who's listening, to you, Ballard, blessed Easter.
All right. Happy Easter. Roll Tide. All right. Thanks, everyone, for showing up. We'll catch you guys later. Love y'all. Roll Tide.